Yeehaw, mother trucker.
Hello. Hi. I think this is gonna be the intro, or it'll be at the start of the intro to my Chappell Roan cowgirl hat video. I've been obsessed with Chappell for a hot minute now, and I bought the felt cowboy hat to do a crochet cowboy hat look months ago. I don't even remember when I bought it, but I thought I was gonna go to a rave festival kind of thing, and I realized I wasn't really feeling it. I have chronic back pain, and unfortunately it's pretty bad, and I can't really stand for very long, and that limits how much I can enjoy things, especially a rave where you're standing for 8 hours a day. Not the most accessible for me. So until I can find a way that I feel comfortable, I'm gonna hold off on that. Anyways, that's besides the point. I have a white felt cowboy hat, and I've been wanting to do it. I don't know the name of their account, but I'll put it here. I saw this creator make some, and they have some that are like granny square ones, and then they have some that are like more just granny stitch ones around the whole thing. My idea is to do a granny square one, and I've seen them a lot and I love them. I'm not a cowboy hat wearer, but I think it's, in the sense it's camp, it's for fun, it's not to wear Western wear, you know? So I think it would be fun, and I think it'd be fun to make, but I never knew what colors or theme I wanted to do until I've been thinking about, you know, something I want to make for Chappell Roan. I love all of the art that people are creating based off of her album, and I love all the makeup looks that she's been serving at all of her performances. So I've been wanting to do something for a bit. So I designed the first square for my square of the week, and it's really stinking cute. Love it so much, but obviously this is too big for a hat. So before I design more of these, I need to plan out this hat. So I'm gonna get my yarn journal, and I'm going to write out this project and what I think my process is gonna be for it. But my plan right now is to try this square, but with a much smaller hook. I picked up yarn the other day to make it cohesive because I realized I don't have nearly as many scrap pink yarns as I thought I did. So I went over to Joann's and Michael's to find a variety of pinks for this project. So my plan is to try out this square with a smaller hook, see how big that goes, compare it to the hat, and then if I need to make it smaller, I'll make graphs smaller than this, but this is already 30 by 30, and it's like the boot itself is only 7, 8, 9, 10 stitches across, so I feel like I can't do that much detail on some of these things if I do it any smaller than 30 by 30. So we'll see how it goes. I have anywhere from 4 to 2.5 millimeters, so I'm not sure how small I'm going to go for this. I guess I'll do a little swatch of how far 30 is and then see how big that looks. But I just thought I'd start the process of this video because I'm very, very excited for all of the designs that I'm going to make for this, and then for the final piece. I posted a little TikTok of this one, and someone said this would look so cute on a little sweater vest. So now I want to make a cowboy hat and then also a sweater vest. So I think it'll just depend on like the hook size, and then I'll just have to do the math for that on like how big I want the sweater vest and how many squares I end up making for all of this. That's the other thing, is I have a list of like little icons and graphics that I want to do, but I have no idea how many I'm actually going to make. I need to figure out the math of this hat first, but I need to figure out, before I can make more, I need to see how big this needs to be. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll check back in. I guess I'll show you the yarn that I got. I got this super cute bag from Joann's. I don't know if you guys, I mean, I'm a lover of tote bags, but Joann's bags are always super, super cute. This one, my girlfriend and I fell in love with. It's adorable in the straps. I gingham. But the yarn is actually from Michael's because Joann's didn't have any sales and neither did Michael's, but I wasn't loving the shades of pink at Joann's. So yeah, I tried to get them all in the same line. They're all loops and threads, but they're slightly different. But hopefully it'll be fine. I've got soft classic acrylic in, what color is this? Light pink and pink. Awesome. And I also have the Impeccable loops and threads in soft rose, burgundy, and rich orchid. So these are the colors I'm using for my Chappell Roan hat. Anyways, yeah, let's get started. For this project, I have two different color light pinks, and after making all of my charts, I realized I don't have a use for both of them. All of the charts I've made are like 3-4 colors max, so I don't need both of them. So I started making, so this is what the original one was, and then I was like, oh, I realized I'm not using this whole other pink, like it's so pretty. But then once I made them and once I'm looking at them, it just looks dull. I think if they were different enough, maybe it would look better, but like my idea was like checkerboard them, but I just don't feel like they look that good. But I think I'm gonna start these two over again with this background color. I just think it'll, especially for this one with the KoFi, I just think this background would just make it pop so much better. You know what I mean? Anyways, so maybe I'll do something like that with these ones and make 2 little ones. We bimbos, ladies, and it's not only for KoFi. So I just redid these squares with the new background color, or with the same background color as the rest of them. I also, okay, so here's a comparison. Like, it's not that different. But this was the first one, and this is the same background as the rest of them. I just feel like it looks so much better. Oh, I just feel like it looks so much better on this one. It just pops more, you know? And then this one, it also pops more because I changed the outside of the bow color. But, because I'm trying to incorporate this darker color more. So I made the clover in this dark color. And so I'm trying to make more of them with the dark color so it doesn't look as crazy different. But yeah, so we've got 6 done now, halfway done with the graphs, and then I gotta figure out the other ones. They're just gonna be granny squares with all the different pink colors that I've been using in these, just to break it up a bit so I don't have to do a bunch of graphs. I mean, I would do a bunch of graphs, but then, like, I don't know, I feel like it would just look really repetitive, and I don't want, because then my other thing was I don't want the whole hat to just be like a bunch of this light pink. So if I switch up the graphs with granny squares, then it'll break it up a bit. That's the idea. We will see. So originally I thought I was just gonna have all the bases be this light pink, and then I attempted to do a different light pink, and I didn't like it in combination because I just felt like it looked like too muted and dull. But then I was like, well, I don't want the whole hat to just be light pink. So then I was like, well, let me switch it up for the picture one. And I was like, well, I kind of really like this, but I can't have this be the only one. So I think the last 2 squares I'm doing are gonna be with this pink, darker pink background. I just don't know if I'm going to include these as well, because this pink is not used anywhere else in the hat. So I might just have 3 little accent ones. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just don't want the whole hat to be like just this light pink color, because out of all the pinks I'm using, this light pink color is not my favorite. So I don't know, but I'm getting started on the red wine supernova square. Gotta get the gray going for my wine glass. 6 gray. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you think right now that this mixture of pinks is a good idea. Let me know if you prefer one shade of pink over another. My feelings will not be hurt, I promise. I just am very confused on what I want to do, and I know that obviously the comments will not change the outcome because the comments will be after this is already said and done, but I'm very curious to see if other people like
the variety in pink. I just thought that, like, if all of them had the same background, yes, it would look uniform, but would that look too weird? Because the whole idea of the hats from the start, they're like patchwork hats. So, like, I don't want it to look completely all uniform and the same, but I don't want it to look like a complete crazy mess either. We'll see what this ends up looking like in the end. I don't know, we'll see. Good morning. Howdy. I feel so ridiculous. It's because I have my hair in a braid, so like I look bald. Anyways, I'm planning out this hat, this beautiful Chappell Roan hat. Getting very close to finishing the squares for this hat, right? And you know, it's on me for not taking a look at my project notes before just making more granny squares last night. I'm hoping the work I did last night is not for nothing. It really wasn't that big of a deal. They're just little small granny squares, so like if I don't end up using them, really, it's not that big of a deal. But they're gorgeous, so I want to use them. But my problem is I did all my project notes and everything, right? And I wrote down that I need 12 squares for the brim of the hat. That's including top and bottom, like underside and top side. I designed 12 graphics, 12 Chappell Roan themed graphics. But then while I was making them, like forgot how many I needed. And then I was like, oh, no, I need 12 for the top and 12 for the bottom. So I had it in my head that I needed 12 graphic squares and 12 just granny stitch squares. So last night, just like hanging out with the fam after dinner, we're just like sitting on the table and talking. I made all of these super pretty granny squares, right? They're gorgeous. Love all of these pinks that I chose. They're adorable. I was like, hell yeah. I got half of them done in like a little one sitting. This is awesome. This morning I checked my project notes and I'm like, ooh, I don't need that many. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, because right now I've got 11 graphic squares and 6 of these granny squares. And the plan is for them to be like around here. I'm gonna need squares for this top section, which I hadn't designed yet. So this whole time I was like, oh, well, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for the top. I want to do some graphics, but maybe not for all of it. Maybe I could do graphics on the side and then granny square on the back. Okay, I don't really know. I'm gonna have to figure this out, but my girlfriend, my beautiful girlfriend, is inside sleeping, so I wanted to give this little update so it's not just me having to do voiceover and explaining all of this. But yeah, so I'm gonna go get back to work, but as I take breaks today, I'm gonna be working on this hat. So I just kind of wanted to get a plan of it before I started my work day, just to see what's going on. Oh, honey, look, that's a friend. Go play with your friend. Go play. I hate the idea of me in a cowboy hat. I'm just gonna have to get over how ridiculous I'm gonna feel wearing this. But oh well. Yeehaw, mother trucker. Anyways, I'm gonna go inside, maybe work on some granny triangles, and I'll check in with you guys later. Good morning. I look a little crazy because my girlfriend braided my hair and I don't feel like rebraiding it this morning, so we're just going with the fuzz. And it's... I'm like, is it better to not tuck it? I don't know. I just wanted to come out and give a little update on the Chappell Roan hat. Basically, all that needs to be done is the assembly and just like finishing touches of stuff. I finished all the squares, all the little granny triangles. Had to stop, reflect after yesterday and realizing that I did too much. This one is a little obscure, but it's after midnight, so it's 1 minute after midnight is the graph that I designed. After midnight, pizza, hot to go. Hot to go. Yeah. So right now, this is what it's looking like. If you can see the vision, it's there. I just don't know if I'm using both of these on top. I might do a triangle, granny triangle up top, instead of the squares. So yeah, and then I don't have the bottom obviously out here, but I have all the squares and triangles that I'm gonna put together on the bottom set aside. I'm getting very, very excited. This is turning out amazing. I hope you guys are having a great day. I have another full day of work today, but as I take breaks, I will work on her. And that's the plan. Okay, I started seaming the pieces together. So it'll look like this around the hat. I'm excited. Let's see on the update.
It's a cookie cake being baked in a skillet.
No.
Kind of.
No.
Just a little bit.
No.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, mother trucker.
Mother trucker, dude. That hurt like a bitch. You got a stick.
Holy cow.
And so I was like, I looked like a total boss. So I handed it to him. I'm like, are you okay,
Smells
man?
so good.
He drives by and goes, please tell me you got the drawing up. Because otherwise...
See?
Oh my god!
It works.
It's so
I
cool.
love it!
It turned out super cool.
It's not done yet. I still have to seam the top.
I know,
Still.
but I love the
It
granny
could be done,
triangles.
I guess. I mean, I know I see some loose stuff, but it could be done.
Yeah. I have to attach it up top. These two pieces aren't attached, but
It's gonna be
It
so
fits
amazing.
pretty
It's
snug.
already so amazing.
yeah.
And then the gravity up top will settle it in.
I'm gonna probably do a round around this inside
inside.
here to tighten it up. But
She served.
it's a little heavy. for the beads that I got, I'm gonna put beads on the string tassels just to make it cute. So we got little heart glass beads, and then these 3 multicolored pinks. And I'm just gonna put them on. Hey! So she's clearly done. Hush, ma'am. Hush. She's clearly done. Can you stop? Vega. I'm filming. Anyways, clearly she's done. I'm in love. I'm in love. I think it's adorable. It's everything I hoped it would be. The ends are little heart beads. So stinking cute. I'm in love. I'm thinking of releasing a pattern for this. Even though she's insane, who's gonna want to make this? I don't know. But I'll write it and I'll have people test it. Do I think the only people I'll attract with this who will actually buy it would be the people who would be my testers? Yeah, maybe. But you know what? Maybe I'd be surprised. When I was looking at pictures on how to place all my graphics, I based it off of the person on Instagram, and this person, I want to say it was an Etsy pattern. So I think there is a written pattern out there for cowboy hats, but obviously not as complex and intricate and insane as this. So yeah, I had one person say that I should write a pattern, and then I said I was writing it, and she said that she would test for me. Is she the only person who would want to test this whole thing? Maybe. But I don't know. Even if I don't get any pattern sales, I think just the experience of having this pattern tested and like seeing literally any other version other than mine would be like so cool. So we'll see. So maybe I'll have a pattern release for this. Originally I was just thinking of doing like a tapestry bundle, and I don't know, maybe doing like the main big ones as one bundle and then the small ones as another bundle, or all of them together. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't remember how many, but it's at least like a dozen, if not close to like 15 graphs. So I feel like that'd be like a really big bundle. The pattern itself would be very, very long, having written instructions and graph instructions. That's just what I like to provide for people. I don't know if they follow it. No one has bought my tapestry patterns yet, so I don't know if anyone would, but I always thought it was really helpful. I just wanted to come on here and show the final result because I don't think I got any horizontal videos of this hat. I think I only took videos for Instagram and TikTok. So I guess I could show some of this. I guess I'll show some pictures too of the hat in all its glory. But if you've watched this video to completion, you've seen the whole thing. So yeah, but that is all for this video. If you enjoyed following along, give it a like, give me a comment. Let me know down below if you think I should write a pattern for this. Let me know if you like Chappell Roan. Let me know if you like cowboy hats. Yeah, let me know if you want to crochet your own cowboy hat. I had been wanting to for a long time, and I didn't know what style or theme I wanted, so I waited. And I'm really glad I did, because this hat is probably one of my most prized possessions. If I write a pattern, am I gonna have to completely make a second one? Yeah, kinda, I think. So I can have pictures of my pattern. So I don't know, maybe I'll like have one for myself, and then maybe I'll like make one and sell it to a random buyer. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Comment down below what kind of other videos you want to see from me. And if you want to stay tuned for more crochet content, more pattern writing content, I've got a lot of things coming up. A lot of really cool patterns in the works. And yeah, if you want to follow along, go ahead and subscribe. Join the community. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, evening, morning, whatever it is when you're watching this. And keep on crocheting, keep on crafting.